everybody. Welcome to Biz Talk. It's another Tuesday, and I'm here today with Tammy, my good friend from Vancouver Whale Watch. They are a local whale watching company in Steveston. Tammy, thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad to be here, Jen.
Awesome. Can you, before I get started asking you sort of our standard questions, can you just tell me a little bit about like what is Vancouver Whale Watch and what you guys do?
Yeah, for sure. We are actually the original whale watching company in Vancouver. I'm not the owner. I'm the general manager. Cedric Towers is the owner and the founder. And we operate whale watching tours right from Steveston, which we describe as the gateway to the whales. It's the closest departure point. And we run our tours from April to October, bringing people from all over the world and taking them out to see orcas and humpbacks in the wild.
And your tours are wonderful. I've personally had the privilege to go on one of Tammy's whale watching tours, and they are a magnificent company. And when you really do get to see that whale, it's phenomenal. Mm-hmm. Tammy, how did you get started in the whale watching business?
Me personally, my background is outdoor recreation, outdoor education. So I actually came from the other coast before I came out here. So I was guiding sea kayaking tours in the Bay of Fundy. And we would have whales come by the kayaks and, you know, we would just run along the coast of Grand Manan Island in the Bay of Fundy. And my sister was deciding to have children, and she lives out here, and I really wanted to be a part of their lives, which I'm so addicted to my niece and nephew now. And then I came out here and I went to the Outdoor Adventure Show, thinking it was a one-stop shopping for work for me, and just gravitated towards the booth for Vancouver Whale Watch, and that was way back in 2007.
Wow, you've been there for a while then.
Yeah.
So you've that, what is the math there? I can't even, that's over 10 years for sure.
Yeah, I think I'm going
almost 15.
My 14th year. This is
okay.
My 14th year, I believe. Yeah.
Wonderful. So you've been there 14 years. Do you know how long Vancouver Whale Watching has been in business?
Well, like I said, previous, Cedric was the first whale watching company, and he started in 1998, and he was the first one on the mainland.
Okay, so this is the oldest whale watching company.
On the mainland.
On the mainland.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah. That's wonderful. So obviously right now we're in a very interesting time with the pandemic in the world and COVID-19. I know here at Discover Canada Tours, we've had to make some major changes and some serious adjustments to be able to keep our staff employed and then also to adapt our product going forward. How has COVID-19 affected your business?
Well, we've had to suspend our tours, much like DCT as well. So right now, probably July 1st might be when we will be able to open, but it has affected us significantly in regards to a lot of our seasonal staff. Right now, we have just the three of us, our core staff, that are here all year long, but the majority of our staff are, you know, at home, unfortunately, and we take payments in advance, just like a lot of other companies. So not that there's money coming in, there's a lot of money that is going out in regards to refunds. You know, we're just, people are requesting refunds, people are getting refunds, absolutely. So thousands and thousands of dollars are, you know, leaving the company for that. And you know, the other significant impact I find is now when there's the possibility of reopening or starting the tours, everything that has to be in place. Like we've spent thousands of dollars just on preparations now, just with plexiglass barriers, hand sanitizers everywhere, ordering those. We now have a different system that we're going to put in place rather than having everybody with our yellow suits, if you might remember that.
Yeah.
So disposable ponchos we're going to be just giving people. So that's going to be a different method. And just now sitting down and coming up with best practices, policies and procedures, and just doing all of that research and then putting those manuals into place is is keeping us busy now, but companies have to spend lots of money to prepare themselves to keep their staff safe and keep guests safe.
Yeah, it's a very expensive time through this transition period that we really hope the things turn around and the business comes back to us after this.
Yeah, absolutely.
So with that being said, I know the tourism industry is struggling. I know personally because I'm here with you. What can our community do to support you guys during this time?
Well, what we're doing right now is just to have a presence out there. So we have contests going on our social media. So our Instagram, our Facebook, we're giving away trips. So for kids or contests for kids. We've done one in April. We have another one going on right now, and with our Orca Ranger program. So I guess following us on our social media, Facebook, Instagram, subscribing to our YouTube channel where we're trying to get more followers on that. Purchasing gift certificates, they can be done at any time. We can have those emailed out, mailed out. We have merchandise. If we had somebody actually from the States call in just the other day wanting 4 t-shirts. So that was great.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'll make sure that when we post this video on our YouTube, I put some links down in the description for your channels as well, your Facebook, your Instagram, your YouTube. So you said you're selling gift cards and merchandise?
Yes.
Can our community just log on to your website and purchase these?
Well, they can for the gift certificates. The gift certificates, you just email us and we just gather a little bit of information and we can have that either emailed back or mailed to the person. In regards to our merchandise, we don't really have up on our website everything that we have. But we do have t-shirts and ball caps and books and jewelry. And so maybe it might be an email or a phone call communication just to chat about that with us, and then we can describe what we have. Peyton is great at sending pictures. If somebody's interested, hey, do you have any whale necklaces? Then, she could lay them out and take pictures of them, but you might have just sparked an idea that maybe we can do something and then have that posted. So
yeah, throw some photos up and then I'll share them and all of our followers can buy some whale merchandise. We would love that.
Yeah, that would be great.
Perfect. Look at that. See? Interview and a brainstorming session.
That's right. The creative juices are flowing.
Yeah. So you've already sort of said this to me with the amount with your employees. So with Vancouver Whale Watch, you have 3 people currently working during the pandemic, but during regular business as usual, how many employees would you have working for you?
Well, during our peak time of the season, we have around 30 to 32 staff.
Okay, so you've cut down significantly then now.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are just irking probably to get back on a boat and get out there.
Yes, and a lot of people are maybe homebound more than others, so a lot of the staff are eager to get out and get on the water, and our staff, our crew have such a passion for the whales that we see. And we're seeing regular families of whales when we're out there. So right now on our social media, we have all of our naturalists sending in their favorite stories and their favorite whales. And we're posting that twice a week. So you can hear, Naturalist Sue, this is her favorite family. Or, so a lot of them are missing being out there on the water and seeing these animals that we see every year.
Oh, I love that you're doing that though, that you're posting stories. So this is on your Instagram channel?
Yes, and Facebook.
Instagram and Facebook. Perfect. That's our followers are so interested in anything that can keep them entertained right now. So that's a great resource for them.
Yeah, so every week we have 2 new stories.
Wonderful. Okay, I'm going to go and check that out myself. Right after we're done, I'll read a story. Bedtime stories.
There you go.
Lovely. All right. So I know there are a few whale watching companies in our area. Why should our customers select you over the competitors?
Well, I would say from a manager's point of view, we have exceptional customer service. We always have. We won a couple of awards for that. Our staff are amazing, right from email communications to phone communications. As soon as somebody's stepping onto the bus, you know, we get a lot of 5-star reviews, even just about our shuttle drivers. And we have first-class vessels that are specifically designed for marine mammal viewing. Our boats are out of the docks every winter and they're getting in tip-top shape. We have fantastic guides and captains. We're also leading from Steveston. Steveston is a very cute, quaint, historic fishing village, the gateway to the whales. So even when guests are coming in on our shuttle and they get commentary of the city as they're coming out of the city into this little fishing community, they are still less time with that whole experience because we're closer to where the whales typically are. And we're the original whale watching company.
Yes, you are. You're a great company. And I have no doubt in my mind about that. I love coming on your tours and your guides are wonderful. So tell us, I know I've never been in whale watching. What are some of the issues that you encounter in this type of line of business?
Well, right now it's the pandemic. That's one of our biggest issues. I think if I had to say that typically, we don't really have a lot of concerning issues. You know, fuel is a big cost for whale watching companies. Boats take a lot of repair and a lot of money to keep them in tip-top shape. Other than that, it's a great industry and it's a fabulous company to work for.
Oh, that's wonderful. Did you get some fuel when the prices dropped to like 60 cents?
Well, you know, I said to Cedric, the owner, I'm like, man, if only we could store all of this fuel right now. And he's like, I know, there's nowhere. So
we were all thinking the same thing, like store fuel.
You know, for your buses, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's so funny. All right, so then my last question for you is, do you have any big plans for the future, or like what can we look forward to?
Well, it's going to be nice to look forward to getting back on the water. To see the whales that we haven't seen in a while. The boats, you know, are going to be ready for everybody. And I think if you have to look at what can we be ready for in the near future is what Vancouver Whale Watch is doing to protect their staff and to protect their guests, to now make the whale watching tours an extra step for safety in regards to the global issues of what's going on right now. And we've got a lot of stuff in place to make sure that the staff are safe and passengers are safe when they're out on a boat, you know, with other people, and, you know, still going to provide people with a trip and an experience of a lifetime. That's
wonderful. That's really good. I know I'm looking forward to when we can all get back and the tourism industry is hustling and bustling again. We're not quite there, but we all can feel that it's coming soon.
Absolutely, I agree.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Tammy, I really appreciate you jumping on a Zoom call with me today and answering some of our questions. For all of our followers, thank you guys for supporting local businesses. We just want you to know that when you are supporting local, you're helping with the community's well-being, our economy, our environmental sustainability, and just the general quality of services is always better among so many other factors when you're shopping local. So remember to buy local. Please check out the links for Vancouver Whale Watch down below and support Tammy and her company. And we'll see you guys next week.